Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show how I shape and wear a set of picks. Now in banjo we use two metal finger picks, one each for the index and the middle finger of the right hand, and a plastic thumb pick. Now the picks I use here, this thumb pick is a Golden Gate thumb pick. It's large, multicolor, and the picks I use are known as Showcase 41s. Now the thing with banjo picks is when you get them from the store, this is how they come. They don't come, they come completely unshaped or unformed for the finger. And that's your job. And the first time or two you try it, it can get a little messy. So I'm going to show how I've learned how to do this. And you'll need a hard, flat surface for this. I'm going to use the rim of the banjo, but I don't recommend that. Kitchen countertop would be great. You just place your finger in between the wraps and on the blade of the pick, which is this part down here. And pressing down so it won't move around, I just bend those wrappers over and cinch them down. Now that pick is on the finger. You'll notice that the wrappers are mostly behind the fingernail and the greater part of the fingernail is still exposed. That's where the pick should ride on your finger. If you look at the side view though, you'll see that there's quite a gap between the pick blade and the finger itself, and I want that pick to be in continuous contact with the finger so that it really feels like a part of the finger. So in order to bend that up, again I place the finger down on the hard surface, and with another finger from the other hand, press down on the wraps so that when I do what I'm just about to do now, nothing will move around. And what I'm going to do is a quick upward bend of that finger, and what we wind up with is a pick that's bent up at about a 30 or 35 degree angle. And the tip of that pick is just out in front of the nail. So now that pick is in constant contact with the flesh, and it acts like a natural part of your finger. That pick blade is like a natural extension of your fingernail. So all we have to do, repeat the same two-step bending process for the middle finger pick, and you've got a set of well-shaped finger picks that'll give you good control over your strings. So this is how I shape and wear my finger picks. Now as far as the thumb pick goes, there's not much we need to do because it comes, fortunately, pre-formed to fit the thumb. And when I wear the pick, I usually wear it about like that, so most of the thumbnail is exposed. You can see the back side. However, there is one little trick we can do here to improve the pick. And in order to do this, we will need a pair of needle nose pliers and a cup of boiling hot water, and we just set the pliers right in there, set them aside for a few minutes and let them heat up. Now what we're going to try to do is at the very tail end of the wrapper, the part that goes over the thumbnail, that little tail and the space there can act like a hook and actually snag the other strings while you're trying to play, and until your technique improves, that can happen. Now when it happens, you'll know it because it'll make a heck of a noise, and it may even yank the pick right off your thumb. So we want to take that tail end and get rid of it somehow. We're going to try to crimp it in so it won't snag. What we do is we take our heated up picks, nice and hot, and we clamp them right onto the last eighth of an inch of the pick, of the wrapper, the tail end of the wrapper, no more than an eighth. And we clamp them on good and tight and let the heat of the pliers transfer into the plastic of the pick. And when they've heated up for a few minutes and they become pliable, we just take that pick, clamping good and tight, and we give it a little twist. And that's all it is. And what we've done, as you can see now, well, maybe you can't. That didn't come out so good. Let's try that again. clamp on good and tight, heat her up, and give it a nice twist. Now what we've got, you can hopefully see that the tail end of that wrapper is crimped inward, and that won't hook or snag on anything now. And when you wear the pick, it has the added benefit of holding the pick more securely on your thumb. The barb, that crimp, actually kind of hooks into the flesh and holds it more securely on your thumb, and the pick won't pivot on your thumb when it's like that. So that's just a little trick to keep that tail end of that wrapper from snagging on other strings. Well, after you've done all that bending and shaping of your picks and you've got them just the way you want them, you're probably going to want to protect them. And I strongly recommend carrying your picks in some sort of case. You'll be far less likely to crush them or to lose them if they're in a case. And although you can probably buy a case these days for picks, I just use an old dental floss case that I've taken the insides out of. And your picks, both fingers and your thumb, fit very nicely in that case. It fits well in the pocket. You won't crush your picks like this, and you're far less likely to lose them. Well, I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.